What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Joseph Spidey Parker. Get this. Joseph Parker speaks out on the Zhang rematch clause. He says, I was concerned. He said to fight Zhang and win, and then fight Zhang again at the end of the year, win, and then I'll be free to fight anyone else. I see where they are coming from. They are trying to protect what Zhang has, position as mandatory, and they did the same thing to him when he fought Joe Joyce. So I'll have to beat him twice in order to move on and fight for the heavyweight championship of the world. It was take the fight with the rematch clause, or otherwise we'll give it to someone else. So I was sort of concerned, but I am happy that I took the fight and I'm looking forward to it. Those are the words of Joseph Spidey Parker, and let me counterpunch. It is what it is. I mean, that makes me respect Joseph Parker even more because, you know, a lot of times people don't want to be bogged down by rematches. If you get past a fighter, why would you want to fight him again? You know what I mean? Wilder didn't do that to Joseph Parker, obviously, because, you know, we would have seen a Wilder or a Parker Wilder too. So that didn't happen. But Zhang did because they learned from Joe Joyce, okay? And Joe Joyce, you know, they tried hard to do what they attempted to do, and then they came up short. Now, will Joseph Parker be able to do it? You know, who knows? But it just shows you that you know who you're going to fight all year. Because if you have any type of plans of beating Zhang, you know you have to have another plan to beat him again. So that just shows you that Joseph Parker has his year cut out for him already. You know, that's basically like, hey, you got a job. You know what I mean? If you beat him once, you got a job to beat him again on a negotiating table to make more money. And that's more money from the family. You know what I'm saying? Team Parker. So it is what it is. I'm glad that Parker took that fight knowing that, because a lot of people won't. You know, even Andy Ruiz knew that he had to fight Anthony Joshua again, but he indeed tried to get out of that fight, but he had to fight because he had the rematch clause. So rematch clause is sometimes it's a bad thing, but then again, let's look at the year we're having in front of us. Well, for one, we have Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury. They got to fight anyway, and that's for all the belts. So where is Joseph Parker really going? You know what I mean? He's going to fight someone or someone else. So we might indeed see two fights of Zhang if Parker's able to get past him, on top of the two-way rematch clause for Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. So we're going to see that fight all year anyway, back to back. So that's the fights we're going to have. Joseph Parker versus Zhang back to back, unless Zhang gives him that bang bars. But nonetheless, you know, Joseph Parker, you know, again, it just makes me respect him even more, simply because he didn't have to take that fight, you know, but he knew, if I don't take this fight knowing that I beat Deontay Wilder, it may be Deontay Wilder that had this fight instead. Food for thought. But you guys tell me what you think of Joseph Parker saying that he was concerned about the rematch clause, fighting Zhang back to back. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!